guitarists have always wanted, and especially guitarists using a guitar in non-traditional ways, like and even especially in film composing. We've always wanted something that can implement certain aspects of cello and violin or stringed instruments. And I think on some level, string instruments would love to be able to do some of the things that guitarists have been able to do, whether it's effects or the abuse of the instrument, or bending, etc. But I think in both cases, there's something lacking. Guitars always sound like guitars. So you can do a portamento with a slide, or you can do unlimited sustain with an Ebow, but we've heard it so much and in so many different iterations that I think the ear has grown accustomed to knowing, oh, that's a cool Ebowed guitar sound with a slide. And I think the same thing with violin and cello. You can say, oh, that's a cool electric cello, or that's a cool, it's so ingrained in so many albums and scores, etc.
Before I met Jonathan, I would take an acoustic guitar, take all the strings off of it, put one string on it, like a flat wound, and bow that. And that would at least give me the ability to play a few notes and get a bowed sound out of it. But the problem is, an acoustic guitar, it's still going to sound like an acoustic guitar, even when you're trying to bow it.
So I used to use a Ebow a lot on electric guitar, which was cool, but the thing about the Ebow is until it goes into feedback, it kind of is just kind of stagnant in the note. Where on the GuitarViol, the notes can really evolve, and depending on how hard you push on the string, how hard you bow it, where you bow it, I feel like you can really make those kind of textural things come alive.
The simple difference between having something which is in the guitar family that's played with a bow is just a complete change of the game, because a pick sound, unless you're getting a lot of feedback, is going to start is an envelope that just dies off. But with a bow, you have this incredible ability to almost like a human voice, where you can keep it changing shape, changing volume, changing timbre over time.
It's not like a sample library where it all sounds the same and everyone's using that same sound. Honestly, for me, that's the coolest thing about the instruments, is they just sound unique. They sound almost like a lot of things. It sounds almost like violins, but it doesn't sound quite, and it sounds almost like guitars, but not quite. So it's just somewhere in between, where it's like familiar but unfamiliar, depending on how you play it and how you play it your own personal way. I just feel like you can make some unique sounds out of it.
It's like when you hear a guitar performance. If it's a classical guitar performance, you're going to hear string squeaks, you're going to hear all these little noises. With this instrument, I like hearing the plunk of the felts on the strings, the squeaks, and all the little intimate sounds that this thing is capable of making. And the same with this. If you hear finger squeaks, you hear all sorts of percussive elements that come in when you're playing. They become part of the performance, and they become part of why you connect with the instrument and you connect with the music.